Hey you! Yes, you, watching this video. Do you want to own a piece of Scribbler? Only not a lock of hair or blood or flesh or anything else that will get you in trouble with the law? Well, now you can, with t-shirts, hoodies, tote bags and mugs featuring Obab Scribbler at her Teespring store. You know you want to. I shall now stop talking in third person and send you on to the video. Be lovely to each other and enjoy the show! Less Like It Should Be by Quirky J. 3 years ago today, I told you that Rainbow Dash is dead. There was no tale to tell. She left us one evening, went to sleep, and never woke up. An attack was the term used most often. Something neural, something cardiovascular. No one knows for sure. There was no glory in it, no radicalness, no lives saved, no feats of daring, no bravado, nor loyalty, nor courage. There was only a sudden, very great hole torn in our lives. You were there when we lit her pyre. You didn't cry. You couldn't cry. We did. We cried for you, perhaps. I know we cried for her. We certainly cried for ourselves. You told us, that life would go on, that we'd return to our jobs, to our friendships, and find a new place in harmony. That somehow we'd find meaning in our loss, and that would make our experiences together seem all the richer. I'd write to you, day after day. You must remember what I said. I don't. Not really. I know I asked about all the what-ifs and the whys. I asked what I missed, if I could have noticed anything, what I could have done differently, if somehow I or something was truly to blame. You said there wasn't. You said that it was something that happened, no more, no less. And yet you assured me that we would come to find meaning in it. Rarity has perhaps been the least worse for wear. She's curating her own clients now, her work known across Equestria. It's almost frightening, the intensity with which she attacks her work these days. She avoids Ponyville now, insisting that Sweetie Belle visit her rather than returning to the boutique. None of us speak with her much anymore, but she's found her own place, and for that, I can only be happy for her. Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy are both still devastated. They put it aside most of the time, but they have told me of the times they curl up together and silently sob for their most colorful of friends. Few other ponies would realize. I wouldn't have if they hadn't said. I don't think Fluttershy and Macintosh have spoken more than twice since Rainbow's funeral. I know he misses her. Please, tell me, is this the kind of meaning we were supposed to gain? Applejack is perhaps the worst, though. She doesn't even pretend she doesn't still hurt. It's painful, you know, when I think of her. How often did she run into Rainbow, or Rainbow into her, while she was working in her orchard? Yet she goes out into those orchards every day, does her work, and goes to sleep after you lower the sun. Applejack doesn't smile anymore. That's what really hurts. She had this wonderful, open, honest smile. She loved her life, and she loved her work. She loved her orchard, her friends, and her family, and every smile showed that. Maybe her smile hasn't changed, and it's still as honest as it ever was. She just doesn't want to love anything anymore. The meaning she found must have been that you can't trust anything anymore. Part of me died when I found out that was how she feels. Maybe I feel the same way too. I don't know. Do you? Yes, Rainbow Dash is dead. With her, I think our friendship died too, and we found nothing to fill this gaping crevasse in our hearts. I hope you're right, and what we're supposed to learn to gain meaning from this pain, this void, this hole, this death, is still to come. On this horrible anniversary, I speak again, failing hope that there is something yet to learn. But we've not learned it yet. Your faithful student, Princess Twilight Sparkle. Twilight reread her letter twice, her face an inexpressive mask. Her first personal letter to Princess Celestia since 1 year before. Then, with no fanfare, preamble, or any indication whatsoever of emotion, she set it ablaze with a spark of her aubergine magic. Twilight watched the ashes for a moment, her gaze following their curling, uncertain tumble to the stone floor, before turning and leaving her private study. She was nearly late for her meeting with the High Heiress of Griffonistan. It was good that she took the time for this. There were duties to perform, important responsibilities she had to bear. Feelings only got in the way.